Hey students, earlier as we talked about in the video, we are going to show two type of workout plans. We're going to first start with the vertical loading phase. There's two workouts we're going to show you. It's a full body approach. We're going to hit all the 6 major muscle groups. Within that, we still will target stabilizers and synergist muscles. And it is a great way to tone and define, to lose weight, to burn fat. It's a great way to get started, particularly into resistance training. Now, how many sets, how many repetitions is a question I'm asked a lot. Again, I'm a fan of 3 to 4 sets. Anywhere for the vertical loading phase, we would do between 10, 12, or 15 repetitions. We are focused more on muscular endurance when we're doing a vertical loading phase. So when we choose our workouts, we have our exercises, we know what we're going to do from that. You want to start with bigger muscle groups. You have prime movers, primary targeted muscles in each exercise, and then you also have secondary muscles that are engaged in any exercise that you do. So that's why it's important to start with the big muscle group, because you always will bring in secondary muscle groups in any exercise. So we'll start with chest, back, legs, or the big major muscle groups, and then work our way down to shoulders, biceps, and then triceps. Also, when we perform every exercise, make sure we're engaging the core. It's something called the draw-in maneuver. You kind of want to draw in your navel, kind of like suck it in a little bit, contract, hold that as you're performing an exercise, and every single exercise that you do, you will target your core. Trust me, if you do that, you will see a huge difference in your technique, and you will feel it in your core area as well. Another question that's asked to me, how much weight should I use? Well, listen, I can't determine that for you. However, a great analogy I always try to use is, if any of you ever drive a stick shift 5-speed manual car. So when you determine the weight that you want to do, one, I would keep a log sheet of this. When you start doing a workout, and it's good to keep a memory or a reminder of, okay, this is where I was at my last workout, but it's also because you will see a progression. So perhaps if you started with 25 pounds and 4 weeks later you do that same exercise, you may be up to 45 pounds. And that's good because that's going to help you get closer to your goal. Plus, it's a motivator. Let's be real about that. You want to see progression. So the weight that you want to choose, the first gear, it's slow in a car and it should be easy. So the first couple reps, we're going to choose 12 reps for this analogy. It's kind of easy. The first 2 or 3 reps, you should kind of really be pumping that weight. It's a little bit easy to push or pull, whatever movement you'll be doing. So we're in first gear. Now we get to second gear. You start to get a little bit faster in the car. Same as this. You're going to start feeling it a little bit more. Still kind of easy, just like the car. You're still kind of going slow. But then we get to that third gear, that third level, which for here you should be probably rep 7, 6, 7, 8. The muscles starting to engage. The blood's going to that area. Also, don't forget of the mind and muscle connection. You should really start to feel that weight on that muscle. Then we get in the fourth gear. Hey, we're up to 40, 50 miles per hour. We're here, we're getting rep 8, 9, and 10. And again, that muscle now is really being engaged. It's getting harder and harder with each rep. And then you're in fifth gear, you're going 65 on the highway. Here, the last 2 or 3 reps are the most important reps because that's where you really are ripping and tearing that muscle, which is great because that muscle tissue will rebuild after you're done, the next couple of days after you're done your workout. And and it's really hard for you to push. You should almost be struggling. Another good indicator that the weight is right, if you set out to do 3 sets of 12, that last set, you may only get 10 repetitions. And that's okay. That's okay if you don't get that target number 12, but that means that the weight was extremely appropriate, and that's where you need to be the next time as you do this workout. We're going to start, as I said, with the vertical loading phase. We're going to start with the chest. It's a big muscle group. This is a plate-loaded chest press machine. So we're going to bring in Rudy again. Here we go. The first thing he needs to do is adjust the seat. We would like the bars right around kind of just above perhaps the nipple line of the chest area. So we get a seat set. I would probably go a little bit lower there because that's right even with that. Let's go a little bit lower, but it also depends on what you're hitting, but we want to hit the full chest area. All right, that's perfect area with that. Okay, secondly now, we got to put some weight on it. Now, Rudy's a strong individual. Each side, as you can see, there's a little sign on each machine that tells you how much weight is each side with no weight on it. Each is 11, so Rudy's going to add some weight as he does. Real simple, they're on an angle, so you do not need clamps. Pops it on. All right, Now we're ready to go. We are going to do this for 3 sets at 12 reps. A repetition, sorry. As he sits down, what's important, one, is get your feet set. Make sure solid ground, ground force production was what we need. And then we also want to throw our shoulder blades back, put that chest out, head back, seated comfortably back on the chair. Our grip, I usually use my thumb on the silver part, so you can put your thumb on the silver part. And let's go out a little further. Midway through the grip, midway. That's too far, right there, perfect. As you can see, he is perfect position, chest out, shoulder blades back, feet are flat, grip is perfect. The repetition count is simple. We are going to do a concentric, which is the positive. This is a push movement. So he's going to push, which is called the concentric positive. We're going to contract the muscle. That should be about a 1.5 second explosion. Let's do that, boom. And then we're in the isometric phase here. Now we're going to transfer load to the negative eccentric as he brings the weight back towards him. Should be about 2 to 3 seconds. You want that chest to stretch. So now as he performs, I would like you to perform a couple reps here. And here we go, Rudy. Perfect form. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. Great form. He knows the chest is being worked. Full range of motion. We want to extend our arms. One more and stop. Again, this is our chest press first exercise in this workout plan. We would do this 3 sets at 10 to 15, depending on your goal. The rest time should be about a minute in between each set. When you're finished, 2 things. 1, we return the weights where they need to be. And then 2, you should always wipe down your machines. So after we are done this exercise, we did our 3 sets, 15, we're going to move to the back. We are now going to move to the back exercise. I'm a proponent of doing antagonists, and what I mean by that is we just performed a push exercise with the chest, so now I would like to go to a pull. They're antagonist muscles. One's a push, one's a pull. They oppose each other. So now we're going to move to the T-row for the back. This is a great exercise because it targets all the big muscles in the back area. So first, of course, now we have to put our weight on. So Rudy, here we go. Grab his weight. He knows his weight already. He has done this before. So when you get onto the T-row here, make sure you choose the right platform for your feet. And the right one for your height, your shoulders should be just above the pad, as Rudy is demonstrating here. As you notice, his shoulder blades are back. Extremely important. Technique is everything. Never sacrifice technique for weight. Please trust me on that. Never sacrifice technique for weight. So his shoulder blades are back, chest is out. He's going to grab the handles. And now when we perform this, again, the concentric is a 1, the positive. The eccentric is a negative, 3 seconds. As we go down, 2 to 3 seconds to get that stretch. One good thing about this as well is control the weight. Never let the weight control you. That's a problem, can lead to injury, and that means that the technique is off as well. So always control the weight. So as you can see, as he brings it up, that 1, he's hitting his rhomboids, his erector spinae. He's getting his lats involved with this as well. This is a great exercise for your back. We're going to do 2 more repetitions here. Again, we would do this for 3 sets, 10 to 15 repetitions with about a minute between each set. Rest time, and let's rack it after that. That's our T-row. From here, we did chest, back. Now we're going to move to shoulders. Now we're going to move to the shoulder. We did a push with the chest, a pull with the back. Now we're going to another push with the shoulder. Rudy's going to demonstrate here a seated dumbbell press. To me, this is the greatest shoulder exercise that one can do. It targets all of the 3 heads in the deltoid muscle. As you can see, he has the dumbbell seated on his knee. His feet are flat. If you're going a little heavier, I don't know, instead of swinging dumbbells up, you want to avoid injury. The best way to prop the dumbbell up to get it ready into position to perform this exercise is use your knee, as Rudy will demonstrate here. Go. He kicks his knee up, gets him up. You start right around your ear. He's back. His shoulder blades are back. His feet are firmly on the platform. And now we are going to bring them up above his head and touch all the way up, all the way up. Boom. And lower them nice and slow to your ears and up. Now, have your hands a little bit more straight, Rudy. Let's straighten out your hands here a little bit. There we go. Technique, everybody. And let's explode up, bringing them up. Look how controlled and composed he is. He's also drawing in his core. He's engaging his core. Let's do 2 more repetitions here. Nice and controlled. 1, I would go up a little bit faster. Remember on the positive, Rudy, we want to go up a little bit faster in that 1 second. And last one, boom. Let's bring that back down. Let's bring him to your knee. Here, bring him down. And we would do that now for, again, 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps with about a minute rest in between each set. From here, we're going to move to our legs. By this time, you should really your upper body has been worked. So we're going to give it a break, and now we're going to go to the legs. So we've done chest, back, shoulders. Now our 4th exercise, we're going to go to our leg. This is our plate-loaded squat machine. The reason I chose this machine to bring into this facility because it teaches proper technique with squats. Squatting arguably is the best full body exercise that one can do, particularly for your lower body, but it also engages the upper body as well, in particular your core. So as Rudy's going to demonstrate, he has his weights on here already. He's going to approach it, the machine. He's first going to put his shoulders inside the cushions. Make sure your shoulders are fully, firmly inside those cushions. There's a handle on the left side that you can adjust the heights of the upper apparatus. So Rudy is good to go here, so he's going to stand all the way up. The lever will drop that was holding the bar with the weight. I would adjust your feet a little bit more straight, Rudy. Get your feet here a little bit straight here. I would even come up a little bit more on the platform. There we go. He's standing straight up. The most important movement now to properly perform a squat, and the technique is great, hip hingement. So I want to see you kick your hips back. Boom. He's engaged now, and let's squat. Slow. 1, 2, 3. Explode up. Now the eccentric now is on the down way. The negative, 1, 2, 3, explodes up. As you can see, he's 90 degree. As he gets down, he holds. I would like you to hold when you're in the 90 degree for a second there. He's hold, as you can see, the 90 degree with his knees behind his toes. His hip hingement is absolutely phenomenal. Feet are flat. The weight you should feel more on your heel or the middle of your foot. And let's go. Boom, and explode up. Let's do 2 more repetitions. Look how controlled he is in this movement pattern. Everything is controlled. He's controlling the weight, and the technique is absolutely superb. And to lock it up, bring your hand, put the lever up, put the bar down on the lever, and we step away. Now, what will we do here? 3 sets again. We're staying with that theme. Again, if you do 4 sets, that's fine with me. It's your choice. If you want to get a little heavier workout, sometimes you may want to do 5 sets. But again, for the theme here, he did his 3 sets of 12, and now we're going to move to the arms, the biceps and triceps. Okay, our last 2 exercises are going to finish up the 6 major muscle groups. So again, the workout started with the chest. Then we went to the back. We did our shoulders, our legs. Now we're going to target the bicep and tricep. For me, it's my favorite part of my workouts, or any workout that I do. So we're going to start with the bicep, and we're also going to use the cable cross. I'm trying to show some variety. There's different ways and different exercises that you can use in this facility. That's what's great about this facility. It's not just one way of doing something. So we're going he got as I call it, an easy bar curl. He already put it onto the cable cross apparatus. He lowered the lever down. Now he's going to adjust your weights. You just use the pin to adjust your weights. Now he's going to pick up the bar. Now a couple things here. One, I like to stand straight up first. His feet are a little bit closer together as we stand up. Now, we want to protect the back a little bit, and we also want to prevent swaying. So do a little bend in your knee now, Rudy. Now he's in perfect position, and also he's engaging that core. I've talked about this numerous times throughout this video. Suck it in, draw it in. It's called the draw-in maneuver. Contract that core. It's being worked in every single exercise you do. We're using the outer grip, but you also could use an inner grip here if you would like to. And now it's going to be, again, the concentric +1 and then eccentric -3. And let's perform. He brings it all the way up, holds it, and brings it down. His wrist, think that you're holding a platter. That's how your wrist should be. Don't curl your wrists. Could damage a little bit part of your hand and some ligaments in there as well. So you want to pretend that you're holding a platform and bring the bar straight up. As you can see, the biceps being expanded on the downward movement. Nice and controlled again. It's great exercise. You can even maybe move up a little bit more towards the cable cross. There you go. Here, boom, and nice explosion, concentric. Let's do 2 more. And the last one, nice and controlled again. And here. And then go down with, don't let the weight drop. Those plates are extremely expensive, so always go down with the weights. Again, 3 sets. He's probably going to do 3 sets of 12 to 15 here. A minute rest in between. And now we're going to finish up with the triceps. We are coming to the end of our workout in regards to the resistance training aspect. The vertical loading phase, we've hit 5 of the major muscle groups. We're going to end now with the tricep. Tricep is an important muscle in the arm. Little tip for you guys out there. I know you want to talk and have macho arms and big arms. Triceps are the ticket. 2/3 of your arm is a tricep that has 3 heads. So make sure you're targeting that multiple times in any workout plan that you are going to do. There are several apparatuses you could use for the cable cross machine, straight bar, easy bar. We chose to use the V bar. It looks like a V for this purpose of this exercise. So Rudy already has his apparatus hooked up onto the cable cross. He's going to get in position. His weight is set. So again, step back just a little bit, Rudy, here. Feet are together. I want you to bring the bar straight down now. Now put a bend in your elbow. Okay, a little bit more. No, a little bit more. Bring it up, bring it up. About 90 degrees. We want to keep tension on the tricep throughout this. So never start all the way up by your face. You want to have about 90 degrees, that tension still on the tricep here. This is great position. And the elbows are a little bit in front of him, not behind him. Go behind. Bring your elbows behind you. The problem with this, you will get a lack of full range of motion. So let's extend those elbows a little bit in front of you. And as we perform, you will see his arms will be straight, parallel to the ground. And let's go. Hold. And let's bring it up. 1, 2, 3, and down. As you can see, we are targeting the tricep, all the major heads of the tricep. We can bring it back up. Let's do 4 good reps here. 1. Nice and controlled. He's keeping tension on the tricep. Really great exercise. 3, last one. And 4. Again, make sure you bring it up. Do not let the weight drop. We would finish up here with 3 sets of 12 to 15 or 10, whatever your desired number was. And again, you can always change up your sets as well. So there you have it. That is a vertical loading phase workout plan. Obviously, there are a plethora of exercises that you can do. I cannot demonstrate every single exercise. In our fitness center, there are posters along the wall that demonstrate or show different exercises for each of the major muscle groups. If not, ask. If I'm here, ask one of my staff members, but you can also Google it as well. There's so many videos out there to show you. But make sure that if you do that, that you are focused on the proper technique and do not be searching for crazy ideas. You know, just do some basic exercises. A couple other tips too with the vertical loading phase. It's okay to change up the order of your muscle groups. Maybe you go back, chest, leg, shoulder, bicep, tricep, or maybe you do chest, leg, bicep, shoulder, tricep, back. That's okay. Sometimes it's good to change up your workout. Make sure you're changing up your exercises. I would kind of suggest to you no more than 2 or 3 times of doing the same exercise. And then if you're going to continue to do this type of workout plan, after 2 or 3 times, let's change up the exercise. And the last tip, it's okay to change up your sets and reps as well. So again, if you're doing 3 sets of 15, you know what? After 2 or 3 weeks of that, I want to go a little heavier. So now I'm going to do 4 sets of 8. And that's okay too. But this was our vertical loading phase. Couple just reminders, make sure we get a good warm up in. Whether you choose to do the full body exercise routine we show that Rudy did, or we could also use the cardio machine. Make sure you already know what exercise you're going to do when you come into the fitness center. Have that plan in mind. Log your information so you can see where you're at in regards to weight as well as progression. And lastly, put intensity into your workout. If you're going to come here and just go through the motions, you're not going to get any progression. You have a goal now. You set that goal, go after and achieve that goal. The only way you're going to achieve that goal, and this is kind of can translate into life, put the effort in, put the intensity in, and put the work in. And I'm sure, and I guarantee you, you will see some great benefits. I hope you like this video. Can't wait to see you in the fitness center. Have a great day, students.